So he.
I don't think so, Leo. Leo. Mhm. I don't think so. Caleb, how you doing? Hey. How y'all doing? All right, hello. How are you? Russian. You like me, y'all. Like me, y'all is doing. No, that's too far down. Got 2 minutes. I thought I was. Thank you. Okay, thank you. No. Maris, is it possible for you to sign Tracy's thing so I can put it in here? It's at the top. You need a pen? Yeah, Michael has one. Thank you. No worries. Yes. Really, thanks. You're welcome. So we are paying all of the proclamations that the police department has about. Right. Let's see. So, yesterday morning. At 7 o'clock in the morning. Taking a class. Every day, it's been something. Days picking up signs, I got them all this. Thank you. I'll grab it. Yeah, hopefully you must. And get that. Yeah, the city provides. The city provides. This. Probably Miss Tracy. Was it gonna let it? So I'll send this. I got it done. Got it. With the things that are. Good evening. We would like to call the city council regular scheduled meeting to order. Can we have the invocation by Ms. Olathorpe Cooper? And please be a flag.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Our Father and our God, it's in the name of Jesus that we have assembled this afternoon or this evening. First, we want to say thank you for allowing us to be here tonight to study and to go over and discuss the affairs of this city. We pray tonight that you will do everything according to your will. Everything will be done decently and in order to give you glory, honor, and praise. Bless our mayor and the council members and all of the attendees tonight. And Lord, let the words of our mouths and the meditations of all of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, because you are our strength and our redeemer. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cooper.
Quite welcome, Mayor.
First of all, we would like to welcome you all to our city council meeting. We would like to congratulate the candidates that won in the election, Mr. Noel and Mayor Pro Tem Gary Dakey, who's not here. We're just thankful and grateful for all that's happening in our great city. Now we will have the approval of the agenda as presented. Council, how do you like to proceed?
Mayor.
Oh, sorry, Tracy.
Champion,
Yes. Yes.
with the hospital. Mr. Noel,
Yes.
Mr. Seifert,
Here.
Mr. Venable,
Here.
Mr. Daisy, Ms. Thorpe Cooper,
Here.
Ms. Walker.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay.
We have approval of the agenda as presented.
I make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented. Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Walker, seconded by Councilmember Venable. Madam Clerk?
Champion. Yes. Ms. Coffey's not here, sorry. Mr. Noel,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Mr. Venable,
Yes.
Mr. Daisy. Cooper, sorry,
Yes.
Ms. Walker.
Yes.
And the motion have passed. Now we'll move on to the consent agenda as presented. Council, how would you like to proceed?
Everybody's ready? Okay. I make a motion that we accept the consent agenda as presented. That's it.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Walker, seconded by Councilmember Venable. Madam Clerk?
Noel,
Yes.
Mr. Seifert,
Yes.
Mr. Venable,
Yes.
Ms. Thorpe Cooper.
Yes.
Walker.
Yes.
Ms. Champion.
Yes.
And that motion has passed. Now we'll move forward to swearing in our interim city manager, Mr. Taylor Spru. Repeat after me. I, Taylor Spru, Taylor Spru, do solemnly swear that I will support and maintain the Constitution
The Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as interim city manager.
as interim city manager.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations again, Mr. Spru. Can we give him another hand clap, please? All right, moving on in the agenda, we have a public hearing, CAF 2561/B, extending the limits of the city of Henderson, North Carolina, assignment of the newly annexed area to Ward 4, and directing the city attorney to record annexation with Vance County Board of Elections, Vance County Registers of Deeds, and the North Carolina Secretary of State. Mr. Manager?
Here, this is a property that has come to the council before when it achieved a rezoning. We have had a submission by the developer and a request for annexation in order to receive public utilities. There is the assessment has been compiled by city staff and has been in your possession for a few days. We ask that you ask any questions, but we would also recommend approval.
Yes, sir. We will now open the public hearing. If there's anyone here to speak in favor of CAF 25-61-B, please come forward. Anyone here to speak in favor of? Is there anyone here that would speak against or oppose CAF 25-61-B? Anyone opposing it? I will now close the public hearing. Council, how do you like to proceed?
I have one question. That's to be for the manager. This annexation and the subsequent addition to the city, the sewer would be released into the, is that Sandy Creek Basin? Or,
I believe it is. I think that, Director Wilson can address that, but I believe it is the Sandy Creek Basin.
and the reason I asked, obviously, we've done a lot of work in that basin and we still have some overflows from time to time. And I'm just thinking that I'm sure we are aware that as this begins, we need to take a very close look at that so that we don't overburden that particular basin as
So would you
already.
mind coming up and just telling the council kind of where we are in the process? There has been much work that's being done on this, and we are very aware that it needs to be addressed.
Yes, so Sandy Creek is where we are working now, to address I&I. We've also got another, promise from the state for a loan to do some more work in Sandy Creek, on the force mains and on the ARV valves. So we are continuously working on that basin, as that is our problem child, we call it, so to speak, has been for years.
Is the pump, is it the size of the pumps and all adequate?
So the size of the pumps is adequate. They were reworked in 2015, I believe it was. But the wet well is not sufficient size, is what we're seeing. But we're thinking that maybe some work on the force mains and all, which is what we're planning to do with this next loan, that will take care of some of that and help those pumps out.
Council, how would you like to proceed?
Ms. Christie, I'm sorry. Mayor, may I ask a question? Good evening. How do you feel about this in the Sandy Creek Basin and where we stand and where we need to be with the pumps not being sufficient?
So I'm good with it. I think the work we have proposed to do, through Adora, which was formerly WK Dixon, I think that we will be on track to address all of those issues, and with the I&I that we're fixing with this project.
Mm.
The I&I that we're addressing with this project, I think that's gonna help us out a great deal. We found quite a few things out there that were not right.
I appreciate it, ma'am. And the loan is to, what is the loan for? If I can just get some.
It's 10.7 million, and that is to address the force mains and the air relief valves on that line, and to see if there's something that needs to be done as far as, so we have some questions, Public Works Director and I, on the way those lines are done and the way they were done in the past. And we're thinking that we can address that and relieve those pumps some, because if we redo those lines and the ARV valves.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your expertise.
Council, how would you like to move forward?
Make a motion that we move forward.
A second.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Walker to move forward and seconded by Councilwoman Ola Cooper. Madam Clerk.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. Seifert,
Yes.
Mr. Venable.
Yes.
Mr. Dankey.
Yes.
Ms. Thorpe Cooper.
Yes.
Ms. Walker.
Yes.
Champion.
Yes.
Mr. Noel.
Yes.
And the motion is passed. We're going to move forward to our second public hearing for CAF 2571 to rezone Vance County tax parcel number 0413-02008, located at 1630 Broom Creek Road from a R20 very low residential and I1 as industrial park to R20 very low residential district. I would like to open up the public hearing. If there's anyone here to speak for CAF 2571, please come forward. Speak for it. Anyone to speak against it? And I'll close the public hearing. Mr. Manager?
Thank you, Mayor. This particular piece of property actually backs up to 85, near the Ruin Bridge over that interstate. It's an attractive piece of property. It has quite a bit of potential, and we believe that the rezoning is appropriate and will maximize its potential. If you have any questions, Mr. Harris is here, who's going to address the application.
Council, how would you like to proceed?
Make a motion to approve CAF 2571.
A second.
We have a motion on the floor by Mayor Pro Tem Gary Dakey and seconded by Councilwoman Walker. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Venable,
Yes.
Mr. Dakey,
Yes.
Ms. Thorpe Cooper,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
Ms. Champion,
Yes.
Mr. Noel,
Yes.
Mr. Cypher.
Yes.
And the motion is passed. Moving on to presentations and recognitions. I'm not going to read all of these proclamations, but I will tell you, last month we read breast cancer, which Breast Cancer Awareness Month is for October. So that one was read last month. We also celebrate here at the city National Bullying Prevention Month, Fire Prevention Week, which the fire department is doing an amazing job with their activities last week. Thank you, Chief Twisdale and your staff. National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. You guys have a flyer that Tracy gave you all for a domestic violence awareness program through the sheriff's office. October the 10th was World Mental Health Day. It's also National Energy Awareness Month, and then it's also Down Syndrome Awareness Month. So I'm going to just say all of that. I'm not going to read all those proclamations because that's a lot of reading. So we can move forward to the star performers of the month. Mr. Sproul.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Very pleased to be able to call our finance director, Dorothy, up and ask him to address his department.
Okay, good evening, council.
Good evening.
I'm pleased tonight to present to you our star performers as it relates to the finance department. And I'll take you back just a moment to give you the backstory on why the finance staff has been chosen for this award tonight. You might recall that back in late February, the city suffered a major ransomware attack that obliterated the entire history of files. The finance department being probably the most intense file keeping department in the city, which was a devastating event for us. My tenure here at the city of Henderson is my third tour as a finance director throughout my career. And I would say that if in any position as such, if you've got a staff that where every position is held by a well-seasoned veteran, you're very privileged. That in my previous positions, that wasn't always the case. And but here at the city of Henderson, since I've been here, I've had the privilege of working with staff in each one of those positions that was very seasoned and very accomplished as it relates to conflict resolution, problem solving, and critical thinking, which made the whole cyber event much more surmountable when you take into account a vast amount of files that had to be filled back from the earliest known clean date. When you look at the systems that we use, the cyber event wiped out those files across the board, and much of the data entry, journal entries, and so forth had to be built back to that clean date, and that was an enormous amount of work that required a great deal of accuracy and so forth to get all of that back to up to par to where that we could start building on it from there. much of the damage that was done has been permanent. We're still kind of recreating a lot of the processes and tools that we need to function day to day. A lot of that's still evolving. Hopefully that at some point we'll gravitate towards where we were before all this happened, but it's going to take a lot of work. But the point tonight is the immense amount of work with a great deal of accuracy and clarity and ability for the finance staff to build back a lot of that lost data and then cope with the way that the daily business had to be managed and processed going forward up to today. So tonight, I'm proud to recognize my staff. Right after the event happened, one of the first things that I did when I had time to do so was to submit the names of the finance staff for this award. And the finance staff does consist of that are being recognized tonight as Lisa Boyd, who's not here tonight, Assistant Finance Director. Kelly Collins is accountant and payroll, accounts payable specialist. Mandy Jones is the payroll specialist, and Chrissy Buchanan is the accountant, accounts payable support specialist. So I'd like you all to give them a great round of applause. Their ability and services and dedication to the city. He certainly would have been in a much worse state. So it was very much a job well done. Outstanding services in the regard that I just outlined. This is a certificate as a star performer and a $20 gift card.
Yay.
Collins. Congratulations for being the recipient of the certificate of star performer and the gift card.
Yay.
Okay, Chrissy Buchanan.
Yay, Christy.
Congratulations, Chris, on this award. Chrissy provides a lot of backup services, and when you're in finance, somebody leaves, the show must go on. So we're fortunate to have her provide those backup services as well.
Yay.
Thank you so much. I personally would like to thank you for what you've done.
Yeah. Let's have a group shot all together.
Yes.
And then I'll receive. one.
Yes.
This is the model, the reward that each recipient will receive everyone.
Congratulations, Joey, to you and your team. Amazing work. Thank you so much.
There we go.
We will move on to our recognitions. Councilwoman Walker.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I would like to recognize someone very special to the city this evening, and that would be Miss Tracy Madigan. This certificate of recognition from the City of Henderson Mayor's Office, Ms. Madigan. Whereas Tracy Madigan serves as the Downtown Development Manager, bringing 4 years and 6 months of dedicated experience in municipal operations and public services. And whereas Tracy has exemplified integrity, vision, and deep commitment to the betterment of our community, consistently going above and beyond to enhance the vitality of our downtown district. And whereas since 2021, Tracy Madigan has demonstrated outstanding commitment to operational excellence in municipal services. Her ability to build strategic partnerships and her unwavering belief in the potential of our city has made a lasting impact on both colleagues and residents alike. And whereas Tracy's collaborative mindset, thoughtful leadership, and unwavering dedication have inspired those around her and strengthened the bonds between local businesses, city departments, and residents across the city. Now, therefore, I, Melissa Elliott, Mayor of the City of Henderson, North Carolina, do hereby recognize Tracy Madigan as an exceptional employee dedicated to maintaining and enhancing the vitality, accessibility, and economic resilience of our downtown district. In witness whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the great seal of the City of Henderson in the state of North Carolina this 13th day of October. Mayor is Melissa Elliott. I have some flowers for you. Do you like them? Have your recognition and Miss Jane. Mind if I take a picture? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I have one comment. The finance department left. We all kept getting paid.
Congratulations, Ms. Madigan. Can we give her another hand clap? All right, we do have one final presentation, and this will be for the police department. Is the chief still here?
Yes.
Come on in, Chief, and Vance, Assistant Chief. We just want to recognize you guys for your tireless efforts and unwavering dedication and outstanding service in keeping our city of Henderson and its governing body safe. So I asked Tracy to put this award together for you all because we had somewhat of a threat, and you guys were able to work and have everything done in less than 26 hours. So for that, we want to say thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
We have now our public comment period on agenda items. No one has signed up to speak, so we will move forward into our new business. CAF 2572, authorizing the sale of city-owned property located at 519 Arch Street and advertising for an upset bid per North Carolina General Statute 168-269. Mr. Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Council, this particular piece of property is a surplus lot. We've had it for a considerable period of time, and do not see where it provides future redevelopment opportunity other than standalone. So we felt it was appropriate to recommend to you the sale and to accept the upset bid procedure for this particular offer.
Council, how would you like to proceed?
I make a motion, we move forward. Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilmember Venable and seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Gary Dakey. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Dakey,
Yes.
Ms. Thorpe Cooper,
Yes.
Ms. Walker,
Yes.
Ms. Champion,
Yes.
Mr. Noel,
Yes.
Mr. Seifert,
Yes.
Mr. Venable.
Yes.
And the motion has passed. Moving forward to CAF 2573, approving the geometric design and materials of the Veterans Memorial. Mr. Manager?
The Hartwell Light is in the audience tonight and would like to address you concerning this particular opportunity and proposal. I think she can probably better, describe what is involved. And so I would ask him to come up if he would, please. Over the city tonight.
See, thank you for having me, bro.
Yes, sir. If you would, please take a few minutes and just tell us what, VW Post 6 has in mind and where you'd like to go.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Mayor and Council, for allowing the Legion to have the dream to build a monument and a memorial for our veterans that we have been longing for so many years. You know, Henderson and Vance County is a community of our size that probably none other in the state size of our community doesn't have a memorial of some type for its veterans. And so we're very excited and thankful, especially thankful for the resolution you've already given us to allow it to be installed across the street in front of the police department. We're really excited about that. So, and I know you want to look at it and improve the design of it. So if you look at this, is a rendition of what we are actually proposing to do. It is a 6-sided memorial, one side for each official branch of service. And each one of the sides will have a lot of inscriptions on it about the particular branches of service. And we were going to do everything in our power to make it Henderson specific. And we'll have etchings in there about Henderson, for example, Corvette trucks, you know, manufactured trucks during the war. We have certain citations and medals and things that were awarded to different people. We will not be name specific on the monument. You cannot start listing names because the minute you do, you'll put something on there that's or leave somebody off. So we can't do that. There was an original, and this, by the way, is solid granite. The stone itself is guaranteed for 100 years. It has to be mine specific for the cut that we order. So the sooner that get this approval and I can get the order placed, I have to start raising money as quick as we can to place the order. So that it can get mined before they close the mines this way. And the concern or question had come about the other tombstones, if you will, the monuments that were down at the Veterans Triangle in front of the old fire department, which have now been removed and are sitting on Young Street.
110, yeah.
Yeah, on Young Street. So originally we thought maybe we could work it into this direction here, but it's just not going to fit. It's aesthetically, it's not going to look right. It's not going to match anything that's there. And so since the Legion provided all those stones, our suggestion is that we take them to the American Legion and place them on display on the Legion property right there on Garnet Street that everybody can see as they come up and down the street and stop and park and visit as they choose to do. And so the names that are inscribed on each one of those stones, we can't put that on the big monument itself because most of them are Army. Most of the deceased are Army veterans. And you fill up the whole Army panel with names. And the Navy would have a few and the Air Force would have a few and that sort of stuff. So our suggestion is that we have another granite wall, same size, same material as that structure on site, kind of like the wall in Vietnam, except it's the same material as that with each of those names inscribed on that stone adjoining this facility. And with that, I am happy to answer any questions that you might have. And I will add that I hope when I leave that you folks will be as excited about this opportunity to recognize our veterans in Vance County as we are excited about it. Any questions as you have? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. No questions. I just think you did a fantastic job. Fantastic job designing this.
Amen.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the service, Mr. Hartwell. And what's the cost of that monument?
Well, I won't know exact cost until I place the order.
Okay,
But it's gonna be in the $150,000 range.
okay.
With that, there's an open invite going out to anyone who wants to make a contribution. Accept your check cash or money order, and we'll do credit cards as well. That you want to make a contribution, we are happy to accept it.
So another question. We do have an outgoing of our Councilwoman Coffey who served 16 years on the council.
Right.
So is there anywhere in that, not on the monument, because I understand nothing should be there, but is there something that we can put like a plaque on the ground? Like, you know, how they have the things at the bottom, just something to honor her service, not only for the, this is to the council too. I just want to throw that out there because she will be leaving us in a month or two. I think it would be nice to honor her in this space because she was really she was the
Driving force, instrumental.
she was instrumental, but there's another word that I'm looking for. She was very passionate about making sure that the veterans were recognized in the city, and she had been fighting for that since 2012. So I'm just wondering, is there something we can?
That mayor worked with this Coffey on that a lot. And now, please bear in mind, it's city property.
Right, well, I'm talking to the council too. I'm
The property,
I'm talking to the council. I was just wondering, was there a space?
put it on the mind.
Absolutely, absolutely. I heard you said no names go on the monument, but I'm just wondering in that space.
It has a plaque or something that they install on their property in that facility. It's perfectly.
So council, could we
We can't
consider?
do individual names of other citizens. though.
Right, I understand. I'm just speaking of her council time and then her veterans time. Is there any way, council, you would consider maybe putting something just in the space of where the veterans are, not to interfere with the monument, but just a thought, because she did serve 16 years on this council.
Yeah, I can definitely see something.
That was 18? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, 18, so
Yeah, maybe-
that's even more.
Maybe not permanent, but to recognize her in that space may be just a thing to do.
Yeah.
But yes,
But I'm saying leaving 18 years, I'm just thinking like, it could be not on the monument, but isn't there like, didn't y'all guys talk about a wall or something one time by the police department? Because some space has been dedicated to the army, to the military. Yes, sir.
Mayor, it may be appropriate that we look at some type of a plaque or something dedicating perhaps one of the flagpoles,
Okay,
something like that.
okay.
And I think it would be, just my suggestion, but I think it would be appropriate for the city to do that separate and apart from what Mr.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I was just thinking, because I know she's a veteran, yeah, not to impede on your project, because I think it's beautiful. And again, thank you for your service. Any more questions, council? And comments? Okay, thank you, Mr. Hartwell.
One final thought, I have to, that's getting way outside in the weeds, because we gotta raise money first to pay for
Right.
it. But you have benches all around the perimeter out there now, they're wooden benches and they're not in disrepair, but if we can raise enough money,
Mhm.
I might come back and suggest that we replace those benches with granite branches that would match the monument to go around it.
That's beautiful.
So,
Awesome.
increase your check by 20%.
Thank you, Mr. Hart.
Before we move on, I would like to make it clear that the resolution that you're looking at tonight is simply for the materials and the geometric design of the monument. The actual site plan and the final, what it's going to look like, we'll come back to you yet. So just to make that clear. Thank you.
Okay, council, how would you like to move forward?
make a motion that we approve the geometric design and materials of the Veterans Memorial.
Second.
We have a motion on the floor by Councilwoman Walker and seconded by Council Member Venable. Madam Clerk?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Champion?
Yes.
Mr. Noel?
Yes.
Mr. Seifert?
Yes.
Mr. Venable?
Yeah.
Mr. Dakey?
Yes.
And the motion has passed. We don't have anyone signed up for public comment period on non-agenda items as well. So we'll move forward to reports and I'll go with mine first. September was a very busy month. On September the 26th, we unveiled the first Barney. That was the opioid distribution machine at the Advanced Recovery. They had National Recovery Week. So we were able to unveil that first Barney there. We are still waiting on other agreements, not agreements, because Paler, thank you, he did the MOU immediately. We are waiting now on the agreement with the other establishments. We also, I attended the Duck Derby, and that was different this year, but it was nice. The fire department again done an amazing job with getting the ducks down the road. And that was really nice. We did a opioid awareness day, but the turnout wasn't too great. So I met with Tracy and Kendrick, who have scheduled that for another day. I don't know if you guys have that flyer. What's the date of that, Kendrick? The date? November the 8th, they'll be doing they'll be doing a opioid awareness and homelessness and hunger day downtown. So he combined all three. So that's on November the 8th. Let's see, we did our Home First Initiative groundbreak. Thank you to Mayor Pro Tem Gary Dakey, Councilmember Venable, and Councilmember Champion, where they will be building those Lux affordable homes. They'll have 9 on that particular lot and space, so we were excited about that. Met with Assistant City Manager. That was on 9:30. Mr. Sproul may want to touch on in his report that he did speak with the young man that was doing the Eddie Hicks project, and that's wonderful to know that we're going to try to move that one forward. What else? I have these for you guys right here. Councilwoman Walker, to your request.
Yes.
On the backside, there are the first 14 people, and then there's 2 in the email from the young lady from DC. So this went up last week and it filled up immediately. This is for the Savings Club that will teach the day trading program. And so we do have 16 people are interested already. I'm going to leave the flyer up until Friday, and then we can take that list, Councilwoman Walker, and we can go through it. We can only they did increase the amount. Originally, it was 10 people, but I told them that we won't need all that food and snacks and things like that because I can supply that myself. And so they allowed us to do 15 people from our community in this 8-week program. So you guys have that for your review.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I went to Night Out Against Crime. That was amazing. Had an amazing turnout. Saw several of the council members there. And went to October the 4th, I went to Ian Rollins. They did another health fair with North Carolina Central University with the students. And I attended Dr. Putney's retirement party in Warren County. And that's all I have. Mayor Pro Tem?
Oh, yes, y'all, excuse me, my eyes dilated earlier today. It sure is bright in here. I was, had a little something different. I was fortunate to visit about 200 homes in the last few months and talk with citizens about the city and their issues, in terms of their service. And I will say that most were happy, but everybody had, things that they wanted to discuss. So I just wanted to say I'm planning to write up a short report. You could probably break them down in 4 or 5 categories of issues, things that citizens wish we could do better or do for them. So I plan to write a report, and I want to sit down with the manager and just go over it with him, what I observed, and then I'll share it with the council, just so you will be aware. I found it to be really eye-opening and heartwarming and very rewarding to talk to so many citizens and have them invite me in their home and just talk about the city and what they see as the pluses and the things that they interact with the city. And so I really want to put that into a short report and just share it with everyone. I think it was meaningful to me. I think it'd be meaningful to them to make sure they know that their voice is heard. Most don't want to come to council members and speak, but if you come knock on the door, they certainly will invite you in and talk to you. So I want to share that with everyone, and I plan to have that to you by the next meeting.
Before we move forward, Mr. Sproul, to Gary, to your point, I also think that when I was on the council, we were doing town hall meetings. I think that the council should consider doing that in your ward with your district and at-large person, because one of the things that I found throughout this election was that a lot of people didn't even know what the difference was between a ward member, at-large member, and a district member. And, I had people that had master's degrees asking me those questions. So I think that if you guys would consider doing that, I know me and Mayor Pro Tem were the only 2 that really did it when we were on the council.
Interesting enough, Brenda Peace and I did one prior
Okay, so the churches are open in most of all of the wards, or people are very open to allowing you to use space when it comes to empowering the community members. So I would just encourage you guys to think about doing that, because I had a lot of questions that I would have automatically thought people knew, but they just don't know. So I think that would be something you guys should venture into. Mr. Sproul.
Thanks, man. I wanted to announce that the Community Partners of Hope, 903 North Joint Street, they expect to open their new facility on November the 3rd. You might recall they were a primary recipient of this year's opioid settlement fund. I would like to, Kendrick Van is going to be leading the CDBG Neighborhood Revitalization Grant application that will target $10 Park on Parkway Drive, Montgomery Street, Younger Street. This is going to require a special call meeting, and we'd like to ask if we could do that on Friday, October 24th at 10 a.m. That will allow him to fulfill the requirements of the grant program, but it will also allow us to schedule some Zoom interviews for the city attorney services. So we hope that you will allow us to go forward with that. I'd like to commend Christy Lipscomb, our assistant city manager, and Lee Owen, our public services director. They have been discussing details for a pothole repair program. And I understand that that's been ongoing for a while now, unbeknownst to me. So I'd like to thank them both for that, and we'll have some details for you soon. Yes, Christy.
It's coming. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Unless they have questions.
The latest Dabney Drive expansion plans are expected to be available to us at the end of this week. We're going to begin taking a look at landscaping ideas and water features along that project. So we hope we'll have something exciting for you to look at in the near future.
Is that still on target for fall 27?
Yes, sir, that's my understanding. They're going to begin actual land acquisition at that time. And construction, I believe, is scheduled for roughly 18 to 24 months later. That project has been funded, however. So it's coming. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. And thank you all department heads for your great job in the city of Henderson. So now we have a closed session pursuant to General Statute 143-318 dot 11 for personnel matters. Do we have a motion to go into closed session?
Make a motion, we go into closed session.
We have a motion to go into closed session